let's talk about the 3 coaching archetypes. 2 of these archetypes are not so helpful, and one is that golden middle, integrated, supportive, transformational for your clients. One of my mindset researcher heroes, David Yeager, who's a researcher and professor at UT Austin, studies mindset, and he talks about this thing that he learned from Jeffrey Cohen, who's a Stanford professor, called the mentor's dilemma. Mentor's dilemma is really simple, and it applies exactly to us as coaches. So over here, you have what David Yeager calls, and this is put through the lens of mindset, is what he calls the protector mindset. The protector mindset is the coaches, the mentors, the managers that really want to be relational and they want to be kind and supportive. And so, when things come up, when students are not doing great, they're like, keep going, you're great, it's fine, don't worry, right? I'm here for you no matter what. Then there's the enforcer mindset. The enforcer mindset is more of like the harsh critic. Like they give intense and clear feedback. They want to be honest. They don't want to like coddle their students and protect them from the truth that like they're not doing it right. They're not meeting a high standard, right? So they're like, okay, you got this wrong, this missed. As a coach, you would say like, you said that you'd do this, you didn't do this. How are you doing on this goal? You said you didn't do that. Okay, interesting. Like, right? And so I'm really expecting more from you. You've kind of missed all your deadlines here. So that's the enforcer mindset. Okay, so these 2 mindsets are not that helpful, right? If you're always coddling people, they're never going to see their blind spots and get pushed in ways that are really useful for them. And if you only push people, then people can like shut down, feel demoralized, and it's just not as useful. The integrated mindset takes a piece from here, the high standards, and takes a piece from here, the support, and it adds one more piece underneath to really transform the way that you show up. Now, David Yeager studied managers, teachers, coaches, all kinds of people to see what the best of the best were doing and how they solved this coach's dilemma, or this mentor's dilemma. And what he found was some very particular things. One is that they all had high standards. They had the high standards and they let people know, you missed this, this, and this. But then they offered support. And he said, look, I'm holding this standard because I know you can meet it. And I wouldn't be holding it if I didn't think you could achieve it. So what do you need in order to start moving towards this? I know you can do this. And so that alone, just even simple for teachers, writing in the comments, hey, this, and this are off and this needs to be improved. I'm giving you this feedback because I know you can improve on this. Immediately, these students made twice as many improvements and corrections as the students where they just offered the higher standard and just said, you missed this, this, and this. It was so encouraging for students to hear it. You think I can do this? I'm in this learning journey. It was so impactful. Now, there's another thing that they do. Now, for learners, for clients, there are places where they get stuck. And so the integrated mindset, what they did different was they got curious. They asked questions looking into exactly where they got stuck. Your job as a coach is to not just attend to what do you want to coach on today. When your client joined you, hopefully, you set big goals for their life. They came to see you because they want something big in their life, whether it's a better relationship or better income or a change in career or a different relationship with themselves or their bodies. They came to you with a goal. And so your sacred duty is to hold that goal up and take a look at their action, if it's moving them towards their goals, lining up their actions with the thing they said they wanted to achieve until they say they don't want it anymore. And it's fine for clients to change their mind. But up until that point, you're holding that bigger context and you're saying, how's it going on this goal? And how's it going on this goal? How did you do with the practices we established for you last week? And if they say, I didn't do it or I haven't moved forward, you don't say, okay, no. You say, got it. And then you get curious. What got in your way? What stopped you? And part of what's so beautiful about this is if it gets in their way here in this moment, it's probably getting in their way here and here and here and here and here. And it's unbelievably valuable for you to take a look at those spots where they get stuck and get super curious in a detailed way. What were you feeling in your body in that moment when you chose to stop? What did you do instead? Getting really curious. Tell me a little bit more about that moment. You can even bring in, like, okay, well, if we were to sit down and start doing it right now, what comes up? Really super getting curious, and then helping them walk across that gap that stops them so that they can meet their own high standards. This is so important. As a coach, this is what creates the biggest, like, big frame life change. Not just session, they feel a lot, that's great. But they hired you because they have big dreams. So, if you like this video and you want more videos on mindset, then like and subscribe and hit that little bell, and it'll let you know when we have new videos coming out. And if you find that you lean more towards that protector mindset, watch the next video and I have some tips for you.